The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. Excuse me, HBAR patrons. Based on what we know about Hedera, I want to give you my general prediction for 2025 and explain why a lot of you are going to become filthy rich in 2020. While it is true, I would also like to review the events of the past 2 weeks. Hedera is, at the moment, the center of attention, and it's kind of wild. The spotlight is on it. I'll demonstrate the process in detail, but before I do, I want to emphasize my strong bullishness on Hedera and explain why HBAR is poised to generate enormous wealth for many of its investors. Allow me to bring up a couple of topics. Let's talk about how insane it is that HBAR was selling for less than 5 cents as recently as the beginning of November, just a month and a half ago, almost to the day. Under 5 cents, HBAR was being traded. It has recently surpassed 35 cents. I just hit 35 cents, guys. It was trading at less than 5 cents over a month ago. That's the rate of change in this whole area. Overnight, this area might take on a totally new appearance. Currently, there has been a 30% increase in trading volume on HBAR. I would like to draw attention to the fact that it is $1.65 billion. Just give us a moment, and we can discuss it here. With a gain of 400 points, or over 13%, HBAR ranks second among the top 30 gainers in the past 30 days. If we compare this to the top losses, though, HBAR comes out on top. Because this is something that has been evolving rapidly and is definitely a more recent creation, I'd rather not draw too much attention to the virtual aspect of it. Because of this, it will invariably be very volatile. One of the top gainers, therefore I feel obligated to bring it up again. Hey, let's throw virtual out there is all I have to say. Even if it's only been in the works for a short time, a 30-day gain for a project that has been in the works since at least 2019, or even earlier, technically, is quite impressive. When we examine the top gainers over the past 30 days, 90 days, or even 60 days in 2019, 2020, HBAR is clearly the star of the show among the top 100. Additionally, we are contrasting this with XLM, XRP, Dogecoin, Algo, IOTA, XDC, and ADA. On the 30, 90, and 60, HBAR is performing better than all the other major projects. Looking at the HBAR is only the first step. HBAR is now among the top 20. Alright. With a market cap of $11.8 billion, it is now ranked 18th. To get to the top 10, we require approximately $25 billion. HBAR's market valuation might reach $25 billion by January's end, in my opinion. By the month's end, I predict that HBAR will have cracked the top 10. Listen up, because I'm saying this video is worth saving, because I really believe that HBAR is about to have a major awakening. As I said before, let's get down to brass tacks and discuss why number 1 volume. I was merely mentioning that there has been a notable increase in trading volume. Here at HBAR, if we navigate to this post, our pub volume has surpassed $40 billion, tada. Allow me to quickly return to the topic of HBAR's market cap. $40 billion, sure thing, $11.73 billion considering the sheer amount of traffic in the first 2 weeks of the month. My god, that is really ridiculous. We also have HBAR, which doubles last month's amount to $40 billion in just 13 days of December, from the robo folks. Indeed, I would like to draw attention to this, even though a volume of $40 billion is certainly noteworthy. In fact, in just the first 2 weeks of December, we were able to double the amount of November. That sounds insane to me. That is strange to me, but it shows how much emphasis HBAR and Hedera are currently receiving. Just so you know, if we head over to Hedera, you'll see that the number of followers and activity on several of these posts has been steadily increasing. Hedera is undoubtedly receiving more attention than in the past. We may observe that this occurs twice a week even if we switch to Hedera for total volume. Next up is 9.7 billion, and then there are 27.76 billion, which is about 28 billion. By the end of the month, I am curious to see how this turns out. When we examine the monthly volume, we can see that Indeed, it is possible to witness 40 billion on December 1st. December is here. For November, we may observe approximately 20.78 billion. However, over 1.7 to 3.4 billion men existed before that. At this very moment, we have that level of volume on the HBAR. However, even when we consider the past, this volume is so enormous that I fail to understand how HBAR has not reached an all-time high and broken into the top 10. With all this attention, volume, and focus on Hedera due to DeFi NFTs or whatever the case may be, even when we consider DeFi TVL, we can see the growth that Hedera has experienced. I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing HBAR's volume by the month's conclusion. On the other hand, I fully anticipate that January will be absolutely wild. Lots of people continually asking me why things are the way they are. Why? Why? A corporation based in the US is Hedera. Here we have the new administrator who has, gone all in on Office Pro crypto. US-based businesses will receive their backing. Hedera is an example of a company that has been cooperative and lawful with authorities. Hedera is going to completely dominate, in my opinion. So, this amount we're witnessing here, 60 billion in trade volume, may appear ridiculous, but it is. The whole thing is insane, but I think we should return to the first list. This is something I'd like to share with you, because I anticipate that Hedera will have a similarly large volume. Looking at the quantities of these top 10 projects, we're talking about 10 billion, aren't we? Inside, you'll find 10 billion. 210 billion. Taking everything into consideration, I do believe that HBAR is going to have a significant awakening in terms of 24-hour trading volume. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to view my video. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.